Hey y'all, welcome back to Faith Talk Friday. As you can see, yes, I am in my car. The setting is a little bit different, so we are going to be doing it different today. Being that we are talking about, identity and self-esteem and being comfortable in who you are, I kind of really want to do this in a comfortable setting. My car is a place that I'm very comfortable in. Very transparent moment. Before I uploaded that last video, I kind of contemplated on uploading that video because I was like, I don't have on any makeup. I look kind of crazy. I have bags under my eyes. But even then, that just taught me that, I still have some things that I need to work on as far as my identity and my self-esteem. And even recording this video now, I kind of hesitated all day. As you can see, this video is uploaded late because normally I got y'all between like 12 and 4 o'clock when it comes to uploading the videos. But I did kind of contemplate it because my lip is a little swollen. But I am who I am. I'm comfortable. I'm learning how to accept myself. So as you can see, no blue hair, no weave, no makeup. You can see flaws, blemishes, scars, and all. And I believe that that's how it really needs to be. I feel like you can't minister something to someone if you haven't overcome that yourself. Who would I be to tell y'all to love and accept yourself if I can't even do that? I would be a liar. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this talk, y'all. So God kind of gave me this revelation one day when I was just sitting down, kind of trying to talk to him about identity, who we are as his children. And, he kind of spoke something to me and he was like, you think that to know yourself means what your favorite color is, what your type is, what you like, what you don't like, what looks good on you, what doesn't look good on you. And that's really not knowing yourself. When it comes to knowing yourself, like your true identity, that's something that you have to dig deeper into. And when I say dig deeper into it, I really mean dig deeper into God and his word. In the promo video for this identity series, I did speak of Genesis 1:27, so God created humans in his image and his likeness. We are created in the image of God. We are exactly how he is. We look like him. We are beautiful how he is. If we don't think those things of ourselves, then what do we really think of God? Being that we believe his word says that we were created in his image and his likeness. So you not even I'm going to keep it real. You really have to know who God is and how he is in order to truly know who you are. Like, it got to a point where people used to ask me deep questions like, Nala, what do you want in a guy? Like, what are you looking for in your potential husband? And I used to tell them, like, I don't know. And that wasn't because I wasn't thinking about it. It was really because I didn't know myself. And because I didn't know myself, there was no way that I knew what I wanted in a guy. Like, I didn't know what I deserved. I didn't know how I wanted to be treated. I didn't know how I deserved to be treated. So it's like, how am I supposed to know how I want somebody to treat me if I don't know how I want to be treated? How am I supposed to want things that I deserve if I don't know what I deserve? And that goes back to knowing God. It's like, why would I waste time trying to figure out what I want in a person or getting to know a person if I don't even know God? Because if you don't know God, you can't know anybody else. You can think you know them. You can meet a person today and not even know if they have God on the inside of them or not, because you don't know who God is. So how can you recognize him at all? Like, you really have to know who God is. And knowing who God is, that will really help with your identity and your self-esteem. Because to know God is to know that he is not only a king, but he is the king of all kings. This is your father. You are the child of the creator of this world. And once he tells you who he is and you see who you are through his lens, like, nobody can tell you anything differently. If God spoke to you and said you are beautiful the way you are, somebody can come up to you and say you're ugly and you will not even feed into it, because it's like, the man that created this world, the man that has all power to do all things but fail, told me that I'm beautiful. You are another human. You are like me. You're his child too. You can't tell me nothing. So I'm going to say it again. I know I keep saying this, but I'm going to say it until somebody really get it. You have to know God. There's no way you can know yourself if you don't know him. That's like Blue Ivy. Blue Ivy's parents are Beyonce and Jay-Z. If Blue Ivy never even took the time to look at her parents or even know who they are and what they possess, she would not know who she is. Like, she could grow up never talking to her mom, never paying attention to her mom and what her mom is doing. She can go out on her own, fall on hard times, and be out here homeless and struggling, begging people for stuff, not knowing that she does not have to live like that because her father is a billionaire. Her mother is a billionaire. They are moguls. But because she did not take the time to get to know her parents, she does not know who she is. And that goes back to God. If you're not going to take the time to know your father, the man that created you, you will not know who you are because you were created in his image and his likeness. So I really want to submit to y'all and challenge y'all, like, spend some time getting to know God. Really know who he is. It's one thing to know of God and know his name, but you have to know who he is, because who he is reflects you. And if you don't believe that you are beautiful, that you are powerful, that you are strong, that you are mighty, that you are royalty, then what do you think about God? If you believe his word and his word said you were created in his image and his likeness, but you spend time every day allowing the enemy to make you think that you're ugly and you're weak, then that's how you feel about God. And I don't mean to say it harsh, but it's the truth. So I really, really want you guys to just spend more time, get to know God for who he is. That's the start of it all. That is the key to making it in this world. Knowing God. Because through God, you will get to know you. So we will continue talking about identity for one more week. We'll talk about it again Friday. But it's kind of going to come from a little different standpoint. We'll throw some testimonies and stuff in there. So I hope to see you guys next Friday. So I wanted to share something with you guys really quickly. And it's just a very transparent moment for me. This is a testimony, something that I really dealt with last night. I was looking at a picture from my 21st birthday. And, I thought I was cute. People were telling me how good I looked and everything. But I realized that no one knew how much makeup I had to have put on my face, how short I had to get my dress, and how tight I wanted my dress to be, just so nobody could see the pain that I was feeling on the inside. Because if I could distract you with the way my face looks and how short my dress is and how tight it is, you will no longer be able to look in my eyes and see how deeply I'm hurting. And that was a time where I did not have a relationship with God at all. I no longer knew who he was, so I did not know who I was. I was also very insecure. This was a time where my insecurities and my pain started showing on the outside. I had a lot of acne. My face was just scarred and very broken out, dark spots and everything. But fast forward to 2 months when I got myself together and I started knowing God for who he is and knowing how he saw me, I started changing. I started believing that I was beautiful regardless of how I looked. I started looking peaceful. And that's something that nobody can take away from me. The source of glowing up is Jesus. The ultimate source. I was going to a dermatologist and I had an appointment. My skin started clearing up and I said, I'm not going to dermatology anymore. Jesus is my dermatologist. Don't get me wrong. You need, doctors and stuff like that. But true beauty comes from knowing who you are. So I just wanted to share that little quick testimony with you guys. Again, I believe in being very honest. I believe in opening yourself up and sharing who you are. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. I go through things. I still deal with things. But I believe that you have to be honest with the people that you're ministering to. So, yeah, I love you guys. If you have any testimonies, please share. Feel free to comment them. Inbox me if you have a testimony that you want to be shared, because again, you never know who you can help. We're all placed on this earth to help each other. God gives us tests and testimonies, and the purpose of it being a testimony is that you go out and testify and tell the world how good God is and how good he has been and what he can do. So again, I love you guys, and I will see y'all next Friday.